Wolf, the #1 U.S. telephone company says it's having a tough time finding enough skilled American workers. Say what? Reuters reports that AT&T Chief Executive Randall Stephenson says his company's coming up short in finding enough Americans capable of filling 5,000 customer service jobs that AT&T promised to bring back from the United States from India. So far, about 1,400 of these positions have been filled. The company set a goal of 5,000 jobs in 2006 and says it plans to stick to that target, but they're not having much luck. Stevenson's particularly worried about the state of education in this country, pointing to some parts of the U.S. where the high school dropout rate is as high as 50%. He says this: if I had a business that half the product we turned out was defective or you couldn't put it on the market, I'd shut that business down, unquote. The U.S. economy lost 63,000 jobs last month, the largest cut in 5 years. And if the American public isn't educated enough to handle customer service jobs at AT&T and probably thousands and thousands of others with different kinds of employers, then these companies will have little choice but to continue to ship the jobs overseas. So here's the question: what does it suggest about the state of this country when AT&T says it's having a hard time finding enough skilled American workers? Go to CNN.com/Cafferty file, post a comment on my blog. The question this hour is, what does it suggest about the state of this country when AT&T says it's having a tough time finding enough skilled American workers? They vowed to bring 5,000 customer service jobs back from India to the United States a couple of years ago. So far, they say they've filled 1,400 of those, but they can't find enough applicants for the others. Mike writes this: as usual, they've left out the other half of the sentence. We can't find skilled U.S. workers at the meager price we are willing to pay. If these companies would pony up a decent wage, they'll find all the U.S. workers they need. Instead, they let our country starve to fatten their bottom line. Arnie writes, I think it means AT&T's not looking hard enough. I'm in my 20s. An unemployed American citizen, an education, and 5 years of solid management experience. And I've been looking for a job for months with no luck. I know several others like me who need to pay our bills. We'd all work for AT&T. Bruce writes this: I'm 57-year-old male whose parents made me sit down, do my homework when I got home from school before I went out to play. They were disappointed in grades less than a B. They held me back in 3rd grade because I wasn't keeping up. Today I have an MBA and I'm doing okay. Let's wake up and realize that it's about the parents. Michael says, Mr. Cafferty, my son's a college graduate, has a good work record, 24 years old, lives in Evansville, Indiana. He applied for a customer service job at the AT&T Service Center in Evansville. Needless to say, he's well qualified, has yet to get a call, though, from AT&T to go to work. It's been several months since he applied and was interviewed, so AT&T does not have the right to say they can't find enough workers in the United States. Tom writes, they should call me. I've been without a full-time job for the last 2 years. I graduated from college 2005, 3.5 GPA average. It's not that the talent isn't here. They aren't reaching us. Will you give me a job, Jack? Wish I could, Tom. And Bill in British Columbia says it means the writing is on the wall. It's just that nobody can read it. Wolf.
Jack, thank you.